Deep space. Near the Galactic Council's main hub station, the story opens with various alien species conducting their daily business around the massive Council station. Trade ships from different worlds dock and depart regularly. The Vrak merchants discuss profit margins, while the tall, elegant Nera diplomats negotiate territorial disputes. The insectoid Keth engineers maintain the station systems with their usual efficiency. Captain Tor, a seasoned Vrak commander, monitors the long-range sensors from his patrol ship. His crew includes Navigator Vel and Engineer Rix. They've heard whispers about a new species called humans that recently made contact, but most dismiss them as another primitive race seeking membership. Suddenly, the sensors detect something massive approaching. At first, they assume it's a moon or asteroid, but as it gets closer, they realize it's artificial. The object is so large, it blocks out entire star systems as it moves. When it finally comes into view, even the most experienced aliens fall silent. The human Titan-class ship Defiance emerges. From hyperspace, it's not just big, it's impossibly massive. Where most alien ships measure in hundreds of meters, this vessel stretches for dozens of kilometers. Its hull bears scars from countless battles and weapon arrays that could level entire worlds. Captain Tor tries to hail the massive ship, his voice shaking. A calm human voice responds. This is Admiral Kane of the Earth Defense Force vessel Defiance. We are here for the scheduled diplomatic meeting. The aliens realize that everything they thought they knew about humans was wrong. Council stations. Main diplomatic chamber. The Galactic Council convenes an emergency session. Representatives from 12 major species gather in the Grand Chamber, their usual confidence replaced by nervous whispers. High Chancellor Dex, an ancient and wise Nera, attempts to maintain order. The Council had agreed to meet these humans as a formality, expecting to encounter another species seeking protection or resources. Their intelligence reports suggested humans were a young race, barely capable of interstellar travel. Admiral Kane arrives with a small escort. He's surprisingly unremarkable average height, graying hair, wearing a simple uniform. But there's something in his eyes that makes even the warrior caste Brutok representatives step aside. His escort includes Colonel Reed, a military strategist, and Dr. Wells, a xenobiologist. The formal introductions begin. Each alien representative boasts about their empire's achievements. The Vrak control 30 systems the Nera have mastered. Energy manipulation. The Keth build the galaxy's finest technology. They speak of their fleets, their weapons, their ancient civilizations. When it's Admiral Kane's turn, he simply states, "We are humans. We come from Earth. We've been watching you for some time." A casual mention of watching sends chills through the assembly. How long have humans been observing them without being detected? Council leader Yem, a proud Brutok warrior, challenges the humans. He questions why they need such a massive warship for a diplomatic mission. Admiral Kane's response is chilling in its simplicity. The Defiance isn't our warship. It's our diplomatic vessel. Our actual warships are ... larger. The chamber falls. Completely silent. The aliens begin to understand that they may have encountered something far beyond their comprehension. Deep space. Beyond the Council station, some Council members demand proof of human capabilities. They've ruled the galaxy for millennia and refuse to believe these newcomers pose any real threat. The Brutok War Chief Grimm issues a formal challenge, claiming humans are just clever with words. Admiral Kane agrees to a demonstration. He requests they move to a safe distance from the station. The Defiance glides away from the hub, its massive bulk moving with surprising grace. The alien fleets follow at what they consider a respectful distance. Their most advanced sensors are trained on the human vessel, trying to understand its technology. The readings make no sense. The ship's power output is off the charts, yet it seems to be operating at minimal capacity. The demonstration begins simply. The Defiance targets a dead moon in a nearby system. The aliens expect to see conventional weapons, plasma cannons, antimatter missiles, perhaps some exotic energy beams. Instead, a small section of the Titan-class ship opens. What emerges isn't a weapon in any traditional sense. It's a perfect sphere of metallic material, no larger than a fighter craft. The sphere moves toward the target moon at sublight speed. When it makes contact, the moon simply disappears. Not destroyed, not shattered, completely gone, as if it never existed. The gravitational sensors show nothing. The mass readings are zero. The moon has been unmade at a fundamental level. The alien observers are speechless. Their finest scientists frantically check their instruments, hoping for some error. There is none. Admiral Kane's voice comes over the com. That was a Class 3 reality adjustment tool. We have Class 7 devices if needed. Captain Tor whispers to his crew, what kind of beings develop weapons that can delete matter from existence? The demonstration continues. The Defiance shows its defensive capabilities by creating a temporary shield around an entire asteroid field. Then it demonstrates its speed, vanishing from sensors and reappearing halfway across the system in seconds. Finally, Admiral Kane delivers the most shocking revelation. The Defiance is 200 years old and scheduled for decommission. Our newer diplomatic ships are more capable. Private meeting chamber aboard the Council station. The Council requests an urgent private session with Admiral Kane. They need to understand what they're dealing with. The human agrees, bringing only Dr. Wells as his advisor. High Chancellor Dex asks the question everyone fears. What do you want from us? Admiral Kane's answer surprises them. Nothing. We're here because we've been monitoring galactic politics for 3 centuries. We've watched your wars, your treaties, your expansion. We thought it was time to introduce ourselves. The revelation that humans have been watching them for centuries is disturbing enough. But Dr. Wells begins sharing historical records that shock the aliens to their core. Every major galactic conflict of the past 300 years has been observed and recorded by human monitoring stations. The humans know about secret military projects, hidden colonies, classified weapons development. They have detailed psychological profiles of every major galactic leader. The aliens realize they've been living in an aquarium, observed by beings they never knew existed. Chancellor Dex asks about human history. Dr. Wells explains that Earth went through a period called the Great Silence 400 years ago. Humanity almost destroyed itself, but emerged fundamentally changed. They developed technology that makes galactic civilization look primitive. But the most disturbing revelation comes when War Chief Grimm asks about human expansion. Admiral Kane explains that humans have already colonized thousands of worlds across multiple galaxies. They've been careful to avoid areas with existing intelligent life, preferring to explore empty regions of space that the Galactic Council suddenly realizes they're not the dominant civilization they believe themselves to be. They're not even significant on the cosmic scale. Captain Tor asks the crucial question. Are we ... safe? Admiral Kane considers this carefully. Humans learned long ago that the greatest strength is restraint. We could have claimed this galaxy centuries ago. Instead, we chose to watch and learn. We're not conquerors, we're gardeners. Council Station and Deep Space. The meeting concludes with a formal first contact treaty. But the document is unlike anything the Council has ever signed. Instead of the usual terms about trade routes and territorial boundaries, it's essentially a charter for galactic civilization under human oversight. The humans don't want tribute or territory. They want the existing species to continue developing. Naturally, but with some guidelines. No weapons of mass extinction, No genocide. No expansion beyond current borders without permission. Admiral Kane explains that dozens of civilizations across multiple galaxies live under similar arrangements. Most never even know humans are watching. The lucky ones, like the council species, get to know the truth. The various alien leaders react differently. Some, like Chancellor Dex, are grateful for the protection and guidance. Others, like War Chief Grim, struggle with their wounded pride. The Vrak immediately begin calculating how to profit from this new relationship. As the Defiance prepares to depart, it leaves behind a small monitoring station, barely larger than a probe by human standards, but containing technology beyond galactic understanding. Admiral Kane explains that it will serve as an embassy and communication relay. The final revelation comes as the massive ship begins to leave. Dr. Wells mentions casually that there are currently 47 other Titan-class ships conducting similar diplomatic missions across local galactic groups. As the Defiance disappears into hyperspace, the various alien species begin to comprehend their new reality. They're not alone in the galaxy. They never were. They've been under the protection of beings so advanced that their very existence was undetectable. Captain Tor returns to his patrol duties, but space feels different now. Every star could hide a human observation post. Every empty system might contain colonies of unimaginable size. The story ends with a transmission from Admiral Kane, received weeks later from another galaxy entirely. Welcome to the community of worlds. We're glad you're ready to know the truth. Grow well, grow wisely. And remember, you're never truly alone among the stars. The aliens look up at the night sky with new understanding. The stars that once seemed so distant and cold now feel like windows into a vast neighborhood they're only beginning to understand. In the depths of space, other Titan-class ships continue their missions, gardening the cosmos with patient wisdom, ensuring that younger civilizations can grow and thrive under the silent protection of humanity's vast, invisible empire.